That's my scooter. What you doing, bud? What you doing, Scoot? It's Jungle Jim. Up here I'm working on plateauing. I'm going to make another section of walls. And then later I'll put a gazebo up there in the top, up in that area there where it's dirt. Put a gazebo up there. I got to continue them walls across. This is our yard. About August 26th, 2015. This is the plateaus I'm working on at the moment, building. I got this all piled like this so I can get through there with the tractor. In that barrel I got feed for the deer, because I got a bunch of deer that come down in the yard, so I figured I'd feed them. Then later up in this area I'll build a gazebo. I got to finish tearing this all apart and moving everything. And these are the walls. These are all dry stacked. If you have problems with flooding and you have a big hill coming into your yard, if you do these plateaus like this, your yard dries up within days instead of months after a big rainstorm. So this has helped dry up my yard and basement a lot. And they're dry stacked. The nice thing about dry stacking is you don't pay taxes on it because it ain't cemented. The bad part is every so often you got to rebuild sections as the winter freeze and thaw pushes things around a little bit. As you can see up here, I got one wall that's already fell down and needs fixed. You can see right here, this wall here, it needs fixed. See how it's all leaning? So that needs fixed. But I can deal with that with not having to pay taxes on all this. And the looks is beautiful. When it's all cleaned up and everything's in bloom, this through here is really pretty. Eventually it'll get better. I try to recycle everything, so 90% of everything in this yard is from recycled stuff. These cinder blocks come from a garage across the street at my grandparents' that we tore down that was caving in. Bricks come from a bunch of homes in the neighborhood that was being torn down, and I asked them if I could have the chimney bricks. So I grabbed what I could before they buried them and hauled them off. There used to be a set of stairs like these stairs here. See them stairs right there? I used to have a set of stairs just like that at this end down here on the left. But with my tractor being a big John Deere tractor, a little hard to turn the tractor around up here every time I come up and mow. 2 passes in this lot up here is mowed. So it makes it easy now. I put in a dirt ramp. This way I could just circle through and I can get it mowed real nice. Got a few sections up in here leaning and falling. You can see right through here. See that wall's all leaning? What has happened is the hosta's root ball has gotten so big it's pushed it. Plus the winter freezes. But you can see them hostas got big. What I do is dig them up and divide that one there. Will probably make me about 20, 30 hostas. And the same with that one. I'll probably get 10 or 15 out of it. Then I got 3 more up there I need to dig out. And then I put them way up there. You can see up on this lot. Way up here. I put them up across that lot up there. I'm filling in the lot. Once I get too many of them, I figure I'll start selling them off. And then turn around and turn that money into where I buy other plants. And then start propagating and expanding them ones. This section up in here is like a work in progress. That's my mulch pile. That's my small mulch pile. I got one 10 times that size out front. With living next to the woods, you get all the leaves from the woods and all the tree limbs falling out of the trees into your yard. Those are rows of Sharons I've trained into balls. I got like 6 of them in a row there. I need to take out about 4 of them. So I'm going to be getting rid of some of them, giving them away to my family members. This here, the alley runs high at this end, and then the yard. And there was a little knoll there, so what I did is I built a dry stack wall there, instead of mowing that little knoll. And I filled it in, and now that's where I plant my garden every year, up along this wall here. I got a couple t-shirts hanging on hangers, because I got the fence down up along the wood line that fell over. I'm in the process of fixing it. Going to put in the railroad ties. But the deer come down in my yard and was eating my garden. So what I did is I hung a couple t-shirts on the hangers, wired them on with zip strips. Every now and then when I'm out here working, I'll wipe my sweat on it, and it's been working. It keeps the deer away. It blows in the wind. And then I got a wind chime right there in the center of the screen hanging from the tree to where it'll make noise also to scare them away. So the deer haven't really bothered my garden much this year. So I got a little bit more work yet to do here. This is a purple haze smoke tree. So far it hasn't gotten any blooms on it. And this is my other garden wall. This wall right here is made from recycled city sidewalks. People tearing out their sidewalks, you ask them, they're more than happy to let you haul them away, and they make beautiful walls. This one here isn't that straight, but at the time this is what I needed to retain the hillside, and it works. So this gave me this wall. This is all from recycled city sidewalks. The top of the wall there, you can see there's some black concrete on the top of the wall there. That came from some buildings up along East Washington Street they was tearing down. They had a double brick wall with about a 3-inch airspace between the brick walls. And at the top of the building, between the walls, the 2 brick walls, they would put this on as a cap. And these would go on as caps over the walls. You can see they're pretty thick. And they would tar them down and seal them. And that would keep the water from damaging. And then the roots was them rubber roots. And I got a bunch of them. And that's what I made all that out of. But this is my recycled city sidewalk wall. Just in plants in this yard, I'd say I have a total of maybe $300 as far as actual money into my yard. And that's buying a lot of the perennials and the shrubs and trees. Most of the bricks, blocks, and concrete and other stuff I get for free. Some plants I get for free as well. Like I said, this is my garden along here. And you can see up here, these are my sunflowers up there. Those are 12 foot tall. Those are 12 foot tall sunflowers. I got some red ones in there, and then I got these yellow mammoth sunflowers. And those are 12 foot tall. And I don't mean from the ground here, I mean from up there on the wall, from the base where it comes out of the dirt. They're 12 foot tall. And this is my yard. Camping out a couple of nights. Something different to do. This is our swimming pool. Right now it's our green pond. I forgot to turn on the pump for a month. I was sick and never come out and turn the pump on, so now my pond is green.
It looks like it's going to be a great day for this. There is a chance of a shower late.
But this is what our yard looks like.
We're talking about the 6th annual. Get your friends together, talk about it tonight.
And this is our yard and our garden.
Sunday morning. You can sign up at the site at Cavelli Center Sunday morning at 8 o'clock. We'll have lots of pictures next week, too, at mix989.com.
If it's more important
Everyone
that your
have a nice
tractor
day.
works than your TV remote, then